According to engineer Chris Landor, the Gulf catastrophe was caused by drilling thousands of miles beneath the ocean floor, hitting a subterranean volcanic-like mountain. The oil spill is now a gusher, spewing out a toxic mixture of various chemicals such as hydrogen sulfide, benzene, methane, pentane, propane, ethane, and a host of other combinations of hydrogen and carbon. They are dangerous to breathe and dangerous to touch. They can cause lung damage, cancer and death. Some of them are so dangerous they cause genetic damage, passing their destruction on to generations yet unborn. The seabed and the surrounding soft rock formation is now blasting its own wells at phenomenal pressures that we can't even comprehend. The media coverage of the BP oil disaster to date has focused largely on the threat to wildlife, but the latest evaluation of air monitoring data is showing a serious threat to human health from airborne chemicals emitted by the ongoing deepwater gusher. When the hurricanes come, they will absorb this toxic seawater and drop it as literally toxic rain. The biggest threat is already actualized with the chemicals entering the atmosphere and being carried around by the wind. Why are people in Atlanta reporting breathing problems? Is it because they are breathing air poisoned by the BP well blowout? Bloggers in Atlanta are worried about how the oil well blowout is affecting them. The fragile U.S. economy, in the midst of a feeble attempt at a jobless recovery, overstretched by war and out-of-control spending, is not equipped to handle a disaster of this magnitude. No country in the world could. Remember how well they handled the Katrina thing? This makes Katrina look like a grade school fire drill. The book is a step-by-step plan to take over the world by taking over the United States. Reading the book is like reading the newspapers today. In the book it states how they will destroy their own oil wells. They state how they will cripple the world's food supply and how rapidly they can dismantle the Constitution and international law. Even how to bring about the final world financial collapse. It's clear where they are heading: forced evacuation to FEMA camps of millions of Gulf residents. In this way, the New World Order will be grabbing an opportunity to unleash martial law on a grand scale in the southeastern USA, so that we'll all get used to it, just like we got used to airport security and torture.
Our world is in crises. Everything is parasitic. Every fulcrum, every benchmark, every root of wholesomeness is under assault, because our enemy vengefully seeks to destroy all that is pure, all that is beautiful, and all that is strong. We are at the crossroads. We are entering a dangerous time in the development of our species. The least you can do is investigate. The minimum that is expected of you as a sentient being is to question your reality. The minimum is that you realize you are in a box, and you are being controlled, and you are being fed, and you are having buttons in your mind pushed and controlled. At the end of the day, I know we're hurtling into martial law, and there's this great wicked intelligence that scientifically diagrammed and chronicled every single button they have to push to control you to the point of you can't even understand what I'm saying, most of you. I've told you the truth. I've told you what's happening. We have a scientific dictatorship, an elite using scientific technologies to dumb down, control, poison you, sterilize you. We're all under attack. Every one of you has had your IQ, your mind, your intellect, your soul, who you are, massively reduced by them. We have their own documents in the 20s where they said they were going to put it in the water and dumb you down. And now you're so dumbed down, mainstream news can admit it's deadly poison and does reduce your IQ. You can rebel as a species, though. You can say no. Or start your own access show, your own website, your own newsletter. Call into talk shows. Get your kids off sodium fluoride. Stop eating MSG and fast food. Stop eating GMO. Wake your neighbor up who's a cop. There are thousands of things you can do. The elite is behind schedule. Their new world order is in trouble. They admit they're behind. They're trying to accelerate. Things are getting more and more obvious. You can do things to fight this. You don't have to let them just have their way with you. You don't have to let them just win.
Can you imagine what it would be like if you could split water and run it into your engines? You could put water in your fuel tank to fly airplanes, power stations.
Ordinarily, we look at water to drink and to wash our clothes.